Now, your exclusive local alert weather forecast from Central Oregon's news leader.
Well, folks, it's fall. That's right. The autumnal equinox happened this morning at 11:19. I'll dive into that in just a second, but here's a beautiful look of the Prineville Reservoir camera. Look at this. There's no movement on the water. It's like smooth as glass, not a cloud in the sky. Somebody take a picture and put it on a postcard. That's just a Chamber of Commerce day. What about live traffic through the region? Well, we are looking at smooth sailing as far as weather is concerned. Got a little volume traffic in Bend, a little bit of volume there in Redmond and Prineville. It is peak time for driving home. So, yeah, there is a bit of traffic out there. But what we're tracking is the astronomical fall, which occurred this morning at 11:19. And now we are looking at days getting shorter and the nights getting a little longer. But we had a nice fall feel to the day today. Got into the 70s, but tomorrow we're going to get into the mid 80s, so it's going to feel like fall again, or excuse me, summer again. All right, here's a look at the Earth and the Sun today, the relationship between the two, and the autumnal equinox was today. It's when the Earth axis is neither tilted toward nor away from the Sun, with equal amounts of daylight and darkness, which will translate into more periods of darkness than daylight as we move into the fall months. Here's what we got going on as far as satellite and radar. High pressure in complete control of the western portion of the U.S. There is a weak frontal boundary that more than likely will dissipate with time. Big picture indicates to us that in the upper levels of the atmosphere, that's what this map is showing, this dry patterning is setting up for us with this ridge of high pressure taking over. Now, this high will go right over top of the great state of Oregon as we get to tomorrow. We're going to warm up into the mid-80s underneath that bubble of air. They call it big bubble, no trouble, but there is a little bit of rain. It actually looks like some moderate to heavy rain in central California as this high shifts over toward the east. Now, will that bring that moisture into our area? It will not. It's going to keep it down further to the south. This low is going to meander down there, keep San Francisco on the wet side. But as we get in toward the latter portion of the work week, another area of high pressure comes in and takes over, and that warms us up for the weekend. So let's take a look at some numbers. Winds right now are at 14 miles an hour from the northwest, or excuse me, from the northeast and east in the Sun River area, 11 in Redmond, 4 in Warm Springs. So really not that very breezy of a day. High temperatures today were in the 70s across the region, 72 in Sun River, 70 in Sisters, and a 72 in Prineville. Right now, it is 75 in Bend with a 72 in Redmond. Plenty of sunshine, real dry in Bend, 18% relative humidity. A little bit more moisture in the atmosphere in the Redmond area, 28% relative humidity. Right now, 71 La Pine, 67 in Sisters with a 77 in the Warm Springs area. We're going to drop down tonight into the mid-40s. That should occur at about 5 o'clock in the morning and stay there at 6 a.m. as well before we start to warm up into the 80s going through the day tomorrow. Future track lows tonight. Sub-freezing in La Pine. That's a 30-degree temperature tonight. So bring in those perishable plants off the porch if you're in Sun River or La Pine. We are looking tomorrow at temperatures in the 80s everywhere. 81 in Sisters with an 84 in Prineville. So a summer feel has returned to the first day of autumn. We're heating up. 89 on Wednesday. We're going to get near 90. And then on Thursday, we have that 83. High clouds come in and we only get to the upper 70s, still above normal. Dry and warm over the weekend.